Welcome back to Midlife State of Mind. I'm your host, Erin Beadle. I'm super excited to be back recording today after a brief hiatus, taking our wellness retreat to Italy. And if you are new here, I encourage you. I'm super grateful for every listener. And if you are a new listener, I would love to have you hit follow so that you can stay in touch. And whenever an episode drops, you'll be notified. Also, if any episode resonates with you, I would be forever grateful to have you leave a rating and a review to help me grow in the podcast algorithm. So now that all of that formality is out of the way, let me jump right in. If you are a longtime listener, you probably noticed that it is me solo today. Change is there is a phrase that the only constant in life is change. And once again, this podcast is changing. I will be moving forward as a solo host, and I have some exciting things planned that I'll share in a bit. You probably have heard the saying that the one constant in life is change. And change is really, really, really hard. I am an absolute creature of habit. If you know me, if you were trying to put a hit on me, it would be very easy to kill me because you could know where I was at all times. I do the same things every day, almost at the same time. And so change is not something that I often find easy. But change is a necessary part of life, and especially in this midlife state where we become entrenched in our ideas and our patterns and our habits and our schedules. It's sometimes really good to shake things up and change things, but it doesn't make it any less hard. But due to just differences in without going into too much detail, I'll just share that Belinda and I have decided to part ways with the podcast. And I'm going to get back to the roots of what this podcast started from, which if you're a longtime listener, you know, but I'll share briefly that when my youngest, who is now a junior in college, was going away, and I had basically been devoted as a stay-at-home mom / yoga teacher / entrepreneur, I was just wondering, what the heck am I going to do with the rest of my life now that I'm going to be an empty nester? And this podcast was kind of a product of that wondering, that trying to figure out my next step. And I have enjoyed every minute of sharing my life with all of you guys. So, what can you expect from this podcast in the future as a solo host? I know that it can be I'm going to tell you what you can expect. I'm going to have guests on who are experts in their field or maybe have midlife experience that I don't, to share and broaden my knowledge and my horizons and my understanding of how my midlife state of mind may be different than someone else's. So I would love to have you continue to be a listener and to stay tuned for all of the exciting things that are going to be coming down the road. You're a valued listener. No. So in the coming weeks, you're going to see some episodes drop that are going to be... So stay tuned for the change in format, and I cannot wait to share all that is in store. So stay tuned for the... So although change is hard, I'm embracing it, and I hope that you will also embrace the change with me. I look forward to sharing next week with another exciting episode. I'll see you then. Bye.